Alright, hello everybody, this is JT in the Big Toy Box, and we're going to have something here that's a bit of a change for the Big Toy Box here. We're going to be working on a new system that I'm coming up with here. This is going to be a rating system to rate die-cast and toys with. We're looking at what we're going to call the Lucky 7 rating system. For the die-cast cars, it's going to involve 7 different categories, which we rate on a scale of 1 to 7. First, we'll go ahead and show this car, okay? This is a really, really popular car right now. It's a really cool car. This is the Mercedes-Benz 89 560 SEC AMG by Hot Wheels. This came out this year, and it is just really popular. Everybody loves it. I love it. I think it's great. Probably the best car of the year. Anyways, we're going to rate it. And how we're going to rate this is on a scale of 1 to 7. We have the paint as the first category. So the paint, we would look at this and say, how is the paint on this? Now, it's a sinister black. It's absolutely great. So, I mean, you can't argue with it that that's going to be a 7 for most people. Now, of course, the rating scale is my opinion, but it's going to be a 7 on this for sure. The casting, Hot Wheels just did amazing job on this casting. It's very, very realistic looking. So we will rate the second category as the casting, which would be the casting of the actual die-cast casting, like what they've done in it, the Zamac, everything, the way it's laid out, the execution of the casting, all of it is just absolutely perfect. So that's going to be a 7. The design. Did the Hot Wheels designers get the design right? I would say so. It's got the wide body kit in the back. The front of it is absolutely great. I mean, it has excellent detail. Now, we could base the design on, and the scale is also pretty much right on too, because the scale will go into the third category of design, if it's designed well. So we have paint, which is 7 out of 7. We have the casting, which is 7 out of 7. I mean, and if it was an 8 available, it would probably be an 8, right? Anyways, we have design for accuracy and scale. And now this has to all be subjective to the car itself, like the size, 164. Is it really close to a 164? And I would say for a Hot Wheels and a 164, this thing is really close in scale. So yes, I would give it a 7 out of 7 for design as well. Now the graphics. Does this have graphics? Well, yes and no. It's not wild paint scheme graphics or anything, but it has perfect tampos. Like you've got the headlights, you've got the Mercedes-Benz logo in the grille. On the back, you've got the AMG tag. You've got the tail lights. This is completely stock graphics for the car, but the graphics is going to have the tampos fall under that category. Is it detailed with tampos or paint or lenses? Is the graphics execution of the car good? And of course, this car is going to be a 7 out of 7 also on that scale. Then we go to the wheels. Now, these are the newer style Hot Wheels wheels. Now, this has to be subjective again. This is going to be a $1.25, $1.29 car. So are these wheels, how good are these wheels for a $1.29 car? And in my opinion, these are the best wheels they're using right now in Hot Wheels for the main lines. So obviously, these wheels are also going to be a 7 out of 7 for this car. Excellent. I mean, just absolutely excellent for a $1-something car, right? For a 164 scale, the wheels look great. Okay, perfect. The next one is going to be the cool factor. And I mean, that is like totally subjective, but that's pretty cool, right? I mean, it's really a cool car. And it's really popular. So the cool factor is going to kind of go in with the popularity. Cool factor and popularity go hand in hand. So cool factor for number 6, 7 out of 7 as usual. Now, this is the last category, and this is one of the most important categories. This is the cost. This is the cost of how much the car for a new car suggested retail cost is. Now, the lower the cost, the higher the rating, obviously. So this is a $1.29, I believe. They were $1, but they're like $1.25, $1.29 everywhere now. Anyways, this is still the cheapest die cast that you can get cost-wise. So, of course, that's going to make this a 7 out of 7 cost-wise. Now, if this was, a $4 car or something, we'd probably have to knock that down a peg or two. It'd probably have to be a 4 or a 5. Now, while it's subjective, it's definitely a 7 out of 7 because this is a mainline car, and that's a cheap car. Anyways, so this car would be rated a full 7 out of 7. We would take all 7 of them and divide it by 7. 7 out of 7. This is a perfect car as far as I'm concerned, as far as die-cast cars go. It's affordable. It is got amazing cool factor and collectability. The wheels are excellent. The details and the graphics are great. The design and the accuracy of the car to the real car is excellent. The casting is made very well. And the paint is just like knock your socks off black paint, right? So, I mean, yeah, that is a perfect 7 out of 7, or as close as we can get to perfection in a mainline die-cast car. Pretty cool.